Yeah.
Because I know that it's the public one, rather than being like, having to scrub through the Patreon episode. And I feel like when I do that, I end up like taking out either the best part or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it's so unwatchable that I can't look back and make sure I didn't say anything that I shouldn't say.
Well, that's also the thing. I didn't get through it because I watched about 20 minutes of it scrubbing, and the one we were going to make public, and then I didn't want to watch it anymore. And then I texted you, hey, do you want to just make the next one public?
I think all of them, make, any of them public. That's how, the only reason why I'm willing to let this one be public is because I don't care.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I think, no matter what, I'm going to listen to it or I'm going to remember it. And I'm going to, no, that wasn't good enough. That's what I'm going to tell myself.
Yeah.
And I think when you go into it and you say, yes, this will be the public one, yes, then afterwards you're even more like, oh, man, I shouldn't have said that thing about this.
I don't think so. Well, maybe. But, I don't know. The only thing that, I guess watching that last one back, the only thing I was like, damn, I say retarded so much. Like, what if my girlfriend watches this back? She's not going to like that because I'm just a giant pussy.
She doesn't even know you, man.
She does. She does. The thing is, I've curbed it around her.
You told me that you were able to completely transform her. You were bragging. You were bragging maybe 6 months ago. Yeah, I convinced my girlfriend and all my friends.
No, I never said that. And I think what I said to you is that around and his girlfriend, that I had sort of they were against it, and then I would just, or not, wasn't against it. His girlfriend was.
Dude, and this is the public one, and you're talking about how he just throws around that word.
He does not. I do. I'm saying I desensitize these. Anyways, let's move on.
No. I'm interested in what you're saying. You desensitize them.
I did. I think
your bigoted ways.
Yeah.
And now
bigoted,
they tolerate it.
It's a problem.
That's shocking.
It's a real big problem. So I've been playing video games again.
Yeah. Me too.
You were part of the problem in getting me back into video games. I also recently downloaded Elden Ring, and I'm playing through it now. I'm barely in it at all, but I'm playing it, right? And I've realized that, going back in, it awakens this demonic part of me that I've not had contact with for a long time because I haven't been gaming in forever.
You don't want to touch it, you guys. You don't want to go near that.
You don't want to touch
entity.
it, but I'm yelling expletives at my TV.
Are you really?
I am.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's you can't even help it.
You get so into the game,
you get worked up. You're annoyed. You're trying, in Elden Ring, I'm trying to beat this, the first hard enemy that I've repeatedly tried to fuck up. It's this wizard guy, and I keep losing, and I'm very close to winning now, but I didn't beat him. I tried for an hour yesterday, but I was just yelling at my fucking TV, man.
When you kill that thing, it'll be such an accomplishment, man.
Well, you were saying, yesterday, or was
it
the day before?
About it.
Day before yesterday, you beat your Hyper Demon high score?
You guys, there's a game called Hyper Demon, and I'm ashamed to say that I spent a lot of time playing it. I think I've racked up over 100 hours, but there have been times where I leave it sitting open on my computer.
Oh, and
then
it just
I go
racks
to bed,
up time?
And so I think it's, maybe more 80 hours.
Okay. Well, guys, I'll have you know, Eric is number 450, 9 in the world.
In the global leaderboard, I'm number 450 or something.
I'm around 14th. I think I just got up to 14,000.
Yeah. There's not many people that play.
No. Every time my score goes up 5 points, I shoot up 2,000 in the rankings. Because I'm just blowing past the people who gave up.
It's such a good feeling playing that game, you guys. It's the best high. I had to quit the other night because my chest started to hurt. And I was going to beat my high score. It gets so intense. I can't even explain it, but look up a video. I'm sitting there trying to breathe normal.
Yeah.
And I'm really getting close to beating my high score. And my heart is going, I feel it, doom, 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 doom. It's racing. And I just had to click escape and stand up and walk away.
Well, I feel
last night.
Before you get okay at Hyper Demon, I suck, but before that, like almost watching people play Hyperdemon, it doesn't make any sense to you. Like, you have to know the mechanics a little bit to be able to appreciate what you're doing. And so now I can watch your high score and be like, holy fuck, dude, this is like fucking insane. But the first time I watch you play Hyperdemon, it's just like,
looks like nonsense.
Colors and bullshit on a screen moving around. Like, I'm like, this is not a game. There's nothing happening here. It's just chaos.
That's why it's not so popular. I wish there were millions of
but the
Koreans
thing is, dude,
and Japanese people playing, because then there would be some real competition. I want to see, because it's a single player game, but there's a global leaderboard, and people are constantly breaking their record and pushing the limits of how high your score can get.
It feels like back in the day, those arcade machines where you have the fucking leaderboard. You know, you take turns, and each time you go to the fucking arcade, it's higher.
It's exactly like that.
But, you know, and I was saying it's kind of an unforgiving game at first, but like, I only have like 2.6 hours on this thing. And I've like gone from, you know, not knowing how to play to knowing how to play. So it's like, if you put, the thing is, 2.6 hours, you can only put in about fucking 10 to 15 minutes at a time before you're like going to die, because the games take like a minute tops for me.
Because you suck, man.
Yeah, I know.
You know, the person with the highest score in the world, their play time was probably only a minute too.
Yeah,
you know,
I know.
Thomas is at 30 points. He's been in this round for a minute and a half.
No, well, the thing is, if me getting 30 points, that is like me in, like, you know,
in hell. You're in the trenches.
Well, no, like it can only be 30 seconds, because the longer the game goes on, the more points you lose. So it's like, if I'm playing for a minute and a half, like, I'm done. I'm not breaking my high score. It's like I have to die in the thick of it. When I'm racking up points fast.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
But yeah, the people before, nobody could break 400. Now the high score is 420. Just check it out.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy game. And once somebody left a comment on my YouTube video, because I included a little Hyperdemon bit in there. And somebody left a comment saying, keep trying on Hyperdemon, because once it clicks, it really clicks. And I have to say, he was correct, whoever that was.
2 hours in. You have no idea, man.
Well, I don't. That's the thing. But it's
idea.
like, I'm hooked enough to where
Thomas was like, this game is unforgiving because every time I fail, I just have to let the monsters kill me. You could click R,
I didn't even know that. I didn't know that.
Look at the fucking keyboard settings.
I don't do that shit. I don't look up instructions. I don't do anything.
Yeah.
I feel very lost in Elden Ring as well, because I don't look anything up.
I can't. I'm not going to touch a game like that.
Yeah, why not?
Hyperdemon is like Angry Birds, you guys. You pull it up for a second, you're done. You get a little burst. You feel like you're going to have a heart attack, and then you quit, and you're alive again. It's amazing.
That is true. But I don't know. I haven't played like a fucking MMO. I mean, I haven't gamed in a very long time, and I don't know what spurred me on to get Elden Ring, but I've been wanting to try it.
Will you finish Psychonauts?
I did, but I also got the new Ratchet and Clank.
It took Thomas like 2 years to play the new.
It took
5 years to play the new
like
Psychonauts.
4 months to beat it,
Yeah.
and I only have 18 hours. So do the math on like how fucking much I played.
He gets 20 minutes a day to play.
Yeah, before my girlfriend starts hitting me.
Whoa, dude!
What?
She hits you? What are you talking about, man?
Yeah.
Wow.
In other news, what?
Nothing. You fucking Ramsey, man.
You got a full coffee there, dude. This is what?
The Ramsey curse.
What happened this time?
Do you see this?
Did you grab the wrong one?
Does this look like a XL iced Americano to you?
No, it does not. It looks like someone put some cream or
looks
some
like
shit.
Someone put
or some
some
milk.
cream in there and put two hazelnut shots in it for no reason.
Damn.
I ordered an XL. I walk in there. You know, these Caribou ladies are so rude to me every day.
Is that true? They used
So
to be
rude to
every
me.
time I've been with you. They're so nice.
This is the one by my work.
Oh, okay.
I go there every day of my work week, and I get the same thing. I get an extra large iced Americano with an extra shot of espresso because I need it to get through the day. You know, it makes my day to go there. I go there at like 2. I get my coffee. I tip every time. $2, $1. How much do I need to tip for you to smile at me? When I go, and I do the online order now, because these girls, when I come in there and I order, they make me feel uncomfortable.
How?
Just the way they look at me, and the way I present myself. I walk into a business, any business, you guys. I go, hi. I sound exactly like that. Hi, how are you?
And you're on work, so like you're wearing your apron.
I'm wearing my apron. I look like I've been working.
You're a man of the
I'm a
people.
laborer. I'm a laborer like you. I don't get tips. You probably get paid more than me, Caribou lady. And hi. What can I get you today? Can I please get an extra large iced Americano with an extra shot of espresso, please? That'll be $7.
See, if I'm behind the counter and somebody like you comes up doing like a fucking fantasy like coffee order, I'm responding like, yeah, sure.
No, I appreciate when someone has energy, when they look me in the eyes, when they
I suppose.
And today, so I've been doing the online orders so I could just walk in, grab the drink, say thank you, and get out. I don't even look them in the eye anymore because I'm disappointed every time.
Right.
And before I go in, I lift up the mirror, and I pull my hair back behind my ears.
Lick your hands.
And I pull my pants up and I pull my apron down and I make it all nice. Presentable. Wipe off crumbs. And I go in there and I try to, interact with humanity for a second. I work in a fucking basement all day. And I don't even get a hello.
Yeah.
So today I go in there, and there's this one chick in particular that hates my guts. And the only thing I ever said to her was thank you. So think about that, you guys. I go in there and this is what's sitting on the counter with my fucking name on it. And my order.
Do you drop a little complaint? You say, hey, this is, because you only ever get black coffee.
Only ever.
So,
she knows me.
You can look at it from a mile away and immediately know, well, you fucked up.
I walk in, I go, oh, shit. I just got done getting all ready. I walk, I stand up straight. I see my ugly reflection in the front door of the Caribou. I open it up. I see the wrong drink. I'm already having a tough day. And I walk up, and I'm trying to be strong. I need to be strong in moments like these.
Yeah, so you don't.
These are the moments I think about. And I think when that time comes, you need to stand up for yourself. You need to be strong. And I grab the drink. I go, did I order? And I look at it and I go, yeah, that's mine. And I grab a straw. Big mistake. I put the straw in there. I go,
why would you fucking taste test it, you dumb fuck?
I go, there's hazelnut in it.
It's such theater. You take it and you go, hey, I ordered a fucking black iced Americano.
I go,
make it again.
This isn't, she goes, the first time I've ever seen her smile, by the way. Such for one time I complimented her haircut. She shaves her whole head, and this time she had a cool like etching in there. It was like graffiti on her head. She goes, did we get your drink wrong?
She was hype.
And I go, yeah.
She was excited.
But as I was saying yeah, she was already walking away and into the back.
To fix your drink or to do something entirely different?
Well, I wasn't sure, and so I stepped away and I held the drink and I looked around the business, and in that moment, I just decided I got back in line and I ordered another one.
Oh, you straight up bought another one?
I bought another one.
You're crazy.
I thought, well, if I'm going to be, if hi, how's it going? Good. Sorry, I'm getting really animated right now.
No, it's okay.
I don't want to upset people in the park.
Yeah.
Kids are running up and they're checking on me.
That is true.
That's what. This is the kind of humanity that I need. At what point do the children lose it? Do they lose that sparkle, man?
When they have to get jobs. When they have to get service jobs. That's a big part.
I kept my sparkle.
I know, it's kind of weird and insane. But
I got my sparkle virginity still, man, at 24.
You're only 24, I guess. Yeah, damn. I just remember I would be driving for Lyft, and one surefire way to sort of get a good tip on a Lyft drive is to have a good conversation with the person, right? And so, in a sense, I was like incentivized to, not even in a sense, I was incentivized to like be cordial, be nice, be fucking sparkly, as you say, with these people and have a good conversation. Because if, a really good conversation, I might get a $20 tip. Super rare. Didn't happen a lot, but happened once or twice. But yeah, you could count on if you had a really great conversation with a person, you get a tip. That being said, there were certain people, or certain days rather, where I am just not in the mood to talk. Not all of the time, but people go through their shit, right? So I sit in there, and there's occasionally it's always older men. It's always men in their like 40s or 50s who get in the car and they can't read a room. So it's like, it'll be like 7 a.m. I'm not quite ready to talk yet. And like a 45-year-old man will get in my car and start chatting to me about God knows what, but very clearly wants to have a conversation.
And you fucking deny him.
Well, you can't.
You shut him down right there.
No, that's the thing. You can't, because I can't escape. If I'm the Lyft passenger, that's different, because then I can put in my headphones. And I have had a lot of Lyft drivers who like really try to rope me into their conversations. I'm like, hey, fuck off. I don't care. I'm the customer here. Fuck off. But as the driver, I can't do that. So I would have to. And that would kind of bother me, that people like couldn't get any sort of read of the room.
I don't think, I know what you're getting at, okay? Yeah, Eric, did you ever think maybe they're having a bad day?
Potentially.
Every day? Yeah, and yeah, I have bad days too. I have bad days every day.
Yeah, sure.
Every day is a bad day.
Right. No, well, okay.
And every little interaction you have with people, it has like a wave, right? So you shut down that 45-year-old guy, you're talking, oh, he's an old man. 45 isn't old.
Dude, you should
45 is middle age, okay?
You sound like a retarded
categorize
version.
him based off of how, I
said older men, to be fair.
You deny him. Where does he go with that day, huh?
You should make one of those commercials that's like sparkliness, pass it on, and it's you, because you seem to have a real mission about this.
It's everything, you know.
Yeah. No.
Pass it on. Just if I'm down in the dumps, I'm
and listen, most of the time I'm fine. I'm doing it, okay? And I get it. I kind of agree with you. There was a time a few weeks ago where I was at a coffee shop and I'm up at the front and I try their little like water jug and it was empty.
The water jug incident.
And
yes.
so I go up to the front, the lady at the fucking cash register, and I'm like, hey, can I have a coffee and a water? And she's like, oh, we have a water right there. And it was that sparkliness, but it was openly fake.
Yeah.
Like, it was like fake to the point of insulting, where like, I can tell that you hate me. Why don't you just say that?
It's the throwing dagger niceness,
really?
Have a great day.
It was exactly that. And then I sort of was just like kind of like you, like sort of like, oh, it's broken.
I would literally go, I would walk up, I go, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You said there was water. I'm okay. I don't need water. I'll go drink out of the bathroom sink, man. I'm a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
I'll drink out of the toilet like a dog.
I was like, it's broken. And she was like, oh, we'll refill it for you. And then it just did not get refilled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Listen.
So I understand it sucks to be open, because this woman, I swear to God, I feel like it felt to me like she openly hated me, like maybe just because I'm a man or something. Like I couldn't tell why.
Just customers in general. Yeah, there's a hatred.
I don't know. I feel like people like us get it. I don't know if she'd hate like a nice woman walking up. It's a little bit harder to hate a woman.
Like a bigger woman. She's got like the sides of her hair shaved.
Potential. Maybe she just hated everybody, and in which case I'm almost more forgiving, right?
Be consistent with your hatred, please.
I think so, because then I know it's not just about me.
at this Caribou, man, I tip every time.
Are these
and they
Caribou
see it.
workers mean to other people?
I don't know. I'm out of there fast because I'm ashamed. I'm shamed by them.
Yeah.
And so I ordered another drink. Now I have 2 drinks. Now I'm stuck with this one. It tastes like shit. And it circles back to the Ramsey curse. This curse. There's, Regina lives upstairs.
Yes.
The ceiling is leaking now. My ceiling in the hallway is leaking a brown liquid that smells like piss. It's stained the whole, look at this. The whole ceiling.
Jesus. Exciting.
Look at all my depressing selfies I take. These are the kind of pictures I take of myself.
Do you send those to people? Or
Yep,
no?
I send those to my friends.
Okay, I see.
I want them to see how miserable I am. Here is my ceiling now.
Wow.
It's dripping all the time.
That's nice.
Piss water.
Is it right under Regina's toilet?
It's right under Regina's water source that she bathes herself in or something.
Okay. Does she know about it?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, she does.
Well, let's hope that gets fixed.
Yeah, I don't know.
During that
they're going to replace the ceiling tiles. That's what they're going to do. They're not going to do plumbing. They're going to replace the tiles.
During that last crazy rainstorm, I was following somebody on my Instagram, and their entire apartment, the whole ceiling just fucking basically leaked, and I think it got what is it? Do apartments get foreclosed? It got fucking condemned or whatever.
Wow.
And so she had to move quick. But I was watching her Instagram story of her documenting the last day in her apartment, and it was truly a horror story. It was like hell. Yeah.
Why didn't you get in there with your camera? This is the one thing you're good at, man.
I wish I had known them that well. This was another person who saw voyeurism at Screaming Off Screen and just followed me on Instagram, so I followed them back.
I'm a local documentarian.
You think anyone's going to believe that after watching voyeurism? I make documentaries.
Yeah. I don't fucking know. Hey, can I document this?
I suppose.
The first thing I did when that piss leak started dribbling from my ceiling, I did not get a bucket. I grabbed the camera. I pulled it out. I captured it.
Did you film a bit for the vlog series?
I'm not even going to classify anything that I film anymore.
Okay, anything can be anything.
It's just a bunch of shit. We shot a video on Wednesday.
Yes,
everybody. It's about Cheddar News, the local gas station TV news network that plays
at every gas station.
While you get gas, not every gas station,
Many
but
gas
only
stations.
At the best ones. At the good ones, they have Cheddar News to entertain you while you get your gas. And we had a lot of great interactions with the public. People were very happy to give their 2 cents on Cheddar News.
Yeah. People were very happy to sort of talk to Eric.
They were very happy, yes.
Yeah.
They loved me. That's a situation, I'd wear pajamas. Maybe at the Caribou I look too nice. I was telling you,
you make yourself look good. Maybe if you're wearing pajamas and those sandals.
I make sure my glasses are just at the right height on my face.
You're dripping sweat because the way you looked in that Shredder News video is you look like you've escaped a psych ward where you're under heavy sedation.
Yeah, I'm wearing pajamas, slippers.
Yeah,
sweat.
Or maybe you're not supposed to be outside unsupervised.
We're beating around the bush. I look disabled.
Yeah, and you were acting disabled.
And so people were happy. They were happy, and that's a reverberation, man. That's the kind of waves you got to create out there.
Okay.
And you know what? The thing is, when I went out there, I made that wave, man. That wave of joy, and then it hit all of these people, man. And they were happy.
Well, I think people
our
find
waves,
it harder.
Our waves are crashing, man. The euphoric joy of neighborhood love, man. It just and then what do they do when they go home, man? They get their wife a bouquet. They give a guy a discount on the weed that he sells.
Or maybe that one guy walks into the gas station and says, God, that fucking special needs guy really needs help, man. I really hope he gets some help.
He thinks, man, I'm going to donate to a special needs cause, a charity.
That one guy originally came out because he thought you might have been the one who was who robbed him the day before.
I don't know if he was accusing me of robbing him.
It did kind of sound like he did.
I think he thought maybe we were documenting it.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
But as soon as he found out you were disabled, I just think there's one of two options, right?
Uh-huh.
It's either people find it much harder to be mean to special needs individuals, which is true and correct. Or two,
do they? Do they have a hard time?
They totally do.
Or is
Shut
it
the fuck
just
up.
a slippery? You want to stay away. You don't want. Is this guy retarded? I can't touch that.
Yeah, I think they're a little bit more incentivized to be sweet, and two, they're being filmed. So what I'm saying is, solution: walk into Caribou, either filming yourself, or I'll film you.
Yeah.
And act disabled, and then maybe one time walk into Caribou acting disabled, and one time walk in with the camera acting normal, just so we can figure out which one's the kicker.
Sure.
And then you go up with your brown coffee, and you say, you're doing.
Hey, can I get an extra large ice Americano?
You fucked up my order
with an extra shot of espresso.
Or you go back and you say, yeah, I was just do your cheddar news, like I need a black coffee.
Exactly. I should just start doing that.
Yeah.
That's what'll make them happy.
Because you're not thinking outside of the box,
they want
right?
Me,
you've done the same thing every time you've walked into this
true.
Caribou.
That's true. I need to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I think I need to go in there and go, hey, bitch.
Yeah.
What if I do that?
I think, there's a potential that, like, what is it? People like negging.
Give me my fucking drink. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah. Alpha male.
I need
alpha energy.
I'll just try
because right now the waves that you're putting out there are like very beta.
That's kind of what I was getting at
and
originally.
I think she senses that you're weak.
You're right. She wants to be dominated.
As all women do.
I didn't think about that one.
Yeah.
I was listening to NPR on the ride over here.
Yeah, we're at Como Regional Park, folks.
And there was a great report about, I got to say who it was by, because she had an incredible name. Brittany Luce, her name is. And it was Fat Talk. Okay.
Okay.
And
I'm interested.
I've been listening to NPR all day, every day. I tell you guys, because I want to get better at the podcast.
Is this true?
So, I pull up NPR all the time now. I listen. Yes. And I'm listening to this Fat Talk. Okay, it's this woman, and she's talking about stigmatizing fat kids. And I'm a fat kid. I grew up fat. I'm still fat. And she was saying some very insightful things about what to do, what not to do with your child and their weight and what you should look out for and kind of that we need to completely overhaul the way we think about diet, fatness, food, what's healthy, what's unhealthy. It's crazy. I didn't realize any of this.
Well,
the biggest thing that she mentioned was, the general belief is that a McDonald's Happy Meal is not a healthy dinner for your child, right?
That's a good takeaway.
That's kind of what generally wrong.
Okay.
A McDonald's Happy Meal for dinner. Most parents, they can't cook dinner. They can't afford to make dinner. They don't know how to do any of that.
That's a lie.
Listen, man, a McDonald's Happy Meal is better than no meal at all.
That is true.
That's what she said. So, by that logic, it is healthier. It's not unhealthy. Listen, if your kid was going to go starve.
Wait.
Listen, if your kid didn't have anything to eat for dinner, that's.
Wait. I just want to be clear here.
Yeah.
So this woman's entire thesis is that, like, healthy is a relative term. And that McDonald's is not unhealthy because starving is technically unhealthier than McDonald's. Making from the perspective of starvation, McDonald's is healthy.
And if if a kid
This
at
woman seems,
school
like, enlightened.
lunches, it's always changing.
Sure.
Obama came in, You guys remember those Domino's pizzas that were like definitely not Domino's pizza? But when they'd serve them, they'd put them in the Domino's box.
We never
and
got
it was
that
like,
shit.
It was like whole grain crust, and the tomato sauce on it was like made out of like organic. You know those like tomato or those like little barks, those little fruit barks, and there's like tomato bark.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's what it tastes like.
But we never got that.
Well,
the pizzas that we had when I was in school were like fucking disgusting.
They
Like
were
in the best way.
bomb.
In the best way.
Well, you went to.
No, in public school this is the way it was.
Okay.
In private school they were like they didn't really serve pizza.
They serve Subway every day. Dude, you
No.
probably got some crazy meals in
No.
your private school.
No.
Fucking eating clams and lobster
Yeah,
and
that's
fucking.
it was
oysters.
It was school lunches still.
But anyway, man,
Yeah.
the school lunches, right? A kid, if he got a plate full of celery, carrots, maybe a little brothy soup with other vegetables and shit,
Uh-huh.
and they don't eat it, they're not gonna eat it, okay? But an Uncrustable. But an Uncrustable and a bag of Doritos, they will eat that.
Well, here's the thing. If this kid is like 400 pounds, going without a meal would be healthier.
But then they're not going to learn. They
Learn
need
what?
the calories to learn.
No.
Learn at school. That's what she's talking about.
If you have an Uncrustables, no, that's not true. An Uncrustables won't do it to you. But if you put yourself in a food coma, it's harder to learn. When you don't eat, you're fucking sharp.
I don't know, man. That's actually
Think about
what
when you were a little anorexic Eric. When you starve yourself for that long. I've gone through periods like that. You hit this kind of clarity. I've fasted for extended periods of time. There's a like a weird lucidity that you hit when you're not eating food, man. I don't know if you've ever felt that.
Well, you're already grown up, dude.
Yeah, so
These little kids, their brains are growing every fucking second of the day.
if they have like 800 pounds to spare, their body's just gonna eat that.
And that's another thing, man. Okay? She was talking about how when a doctor classifies your kid as fat, obese.
Did you ever hear that from a doctor? Did a doctor ever say
No.
you're obese?
No.
No? Okay.
No, never. But when they do, man, when these kids get called fat,
Uh-huh.
it is traumatic. Can you not even? Did nobody ever even think about this? It is traumatic to tell a kid that they're fat. We got a little fat kid just nearby, so I can't talk about it that loud, okay? But
Yeah.
he's one of these kids that you would see at the doctor's office.
Yes.
And his doctor would tell him that he's a little.
He looks
I just
great.
want to show. I just got a video, just so you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
These fat
The
kids.
level of the level we're talking
man.
about.
He'd go into the doctor. They'd pull down his pants. They'd touch his ding dong. They'd grab. This is what the woman described.
Right.
Loose, Mary Loose, or on
Brittany
talking
Loose.
fat or whatever the fuck.
Brittany Loose.
She's saying that when the doctor grabs their fat and calls the kid obese, man, that's traumatizing. And the most important thing is that it's not evidence-based. Them being unhealthy is not evidence-based.
How?
Because you see that they're fat, that doesn't mean that their organs are messed up. Their organs are still fine underneath all that.
Okay.
We're all the same
That is-
underneath.
But being fat, I mean, I'm sure this woman knows this and is willfully ignoring it or what, I don't know. But
Being
like
fat is what?
it's what do they call it? Like a comorbidity factor, right? It makes everything else like more likely
Where's the evidence?
everywhere.
No. That's not what she's saying. She's saying, the doctor just feels the fat kid up and then goes, yeah, you're unhealthy. Okay? There's no x-rays. There's no blood tests. There's
Yeah.
nothing. They're just looking at him and judging him for the way he looks.
But aren't they saying they feels the fat kid up and then says you're fat, which gives you a good chance of having some bad, unhealthy things happen to you?
Hey. Well, she gave us some pointers. If your
'Cause I'm
doctor,
willing
if
to
your doctor
differentiate-
were to cross the line and say something as offensive as that,
Yeah.
here's a couple things. We are not interested in that at this moment. She was giving a list of things to say. One of them was like, she was like, your doctor sees your child twice a year. You see them every day.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Doc, my son's ripped.
then she gets
I don't know if you could tell, but when we go home, he'll crank out 35 sit-ups, no problem.
She gets into talking
He's
about
just a
how
fat kid waddling around.
Hey, who knows? How does a doctor know?
Under the shirt, he's jacked, Doc,
Maybe the kid could run fucking miles.
He's bulking.
Maybe he's an Olympic swimmer.
He's like 9 years old.
Yeah. Who knows? She's talking about in custody battles. A big thing they use, against one parent or the other is how fat the child is.
Really?
And how much junk food is in the house.
That's genius.
So if it's like, yeah, dad's buying him all these sweets. So she's basically saying that, even in the judicial system, fat kids are punished.
That is hilarious.
And then she says, she goes, and so really what I think is the healthiest for a child is not to live in a broken home.
Well, she's really kind of
a genius.
Or really dissolving the line between she's using health any way she wants to speak on mental health and physical health. And so she's like, it doesn't matter what you feed your child as long as the parents aren't, divorced, which obviously some truth element there. Let's not break up the home, but they're different things, aren't they? It's like, kids can grow up in a divorced household and not also be unhealthy. Like, why can't you use that same line of argument to say, like, who's to say a divorce is unhealthy for a child? It's less it's less healthy than if, like, the dad molests the child. So by that logic, it's healthy. I'm just saying, this logic is super easy to turn back on this woman.
See, I'm not doing
I'd
a
really
good job
like
at
to,
explaining it.
Get on the NPR podcast and debate her live. So
listen, you wouldn't last a second against
I think
this lady.
I would.
I'm telling you right now, I am not being a good
representative
of these
Britney
ideas.
Impression.
Man.
Yeah.
Another thing to say to the doctor is, I trust that their body is growing the way that it needs to.
This is the way God intended it.
What else did? She said that it's important to stand up for your child in the doctor's office when they're being berated.
Berated?
Yeah.
Looking at this, your son is like 4 foot whatever, and 332 pounds. Factually, he's obese.
Listen, man. I think the most unhealthy thing for me in my adult life was going to the doctor. Because the last time I did, I was 12, and it was an old woman.
Uh-huh.
She looked into my pants, and she squeezed my penis. I'm not lying. That's what she did. And, I had known this woman my whole life, and now she's looking into my pants to see the development of my penis. What did she want to see, man?
I mean, they also check your nuts, like, every time.
What did she want to know going on down there? If it was big? I'm 12 years old. Give it some time to grow. And even when it's, soft, and I'm uncomfortable, I'm embarrassed, I know she's going to look at my pants. So, of course, it shrunk down to a little fucking grain of rice.
Yeah.
And she touched it. She went, I've never gone back. And that's why it's unhealthy. I don't know what's going on in my body.
I mean, listen, man, this woman has touched countless young men's penises, prepubescent penises.
Talk about priests, man. I always wondered, what is this bitch doing being a pediatrician? This old bag of bones. What, did she never have kids? She's a bum. She wants to fuck kids.
There's an argument to be made. But also at some level, though, I was talking to a friend about this who had broken their leg, and I broke my foot. And so when I went into my doctor for the broken foot, she really feeled the shit out of my foot, right?
Huh?
To a level where my friend who had broken her leg said that her male doctor was feeling the fuck out of her leg.
Okay.
But I was and she was wondering if it was it was sort of over the line of being slightly creepy. and like, you know, wondering the same thing you're wondering here, which is like, is this guy really into legs or is my doctor really into feet? And, you know, for my doctor, at least the one who's feeling my feet up, I don't quite think so. I think she's felt enough feet at this point where it's almost like, it's like when you say a word enough times and you can't quite tell what it means anymore. You know what I mean? Like it starts to sound strange. Like, I think she's felt it so many times that it's lost any, like, human element to it.
Man, I know one thing.
Uh-huh. So maybe this
Your
woman is
fetish
touching
never goes away,
prepubescent
man.
penises.
She's touching feet all day.
Maybe.
Man.
Maybe that is it. You know, I don't know.
Touching legs, lower legs, broken legs. Oh.
Because she really, like, she
He touched my legs.
She got up all up in my feet and knew, like, you know, how to which pressure points to hit, everything.
That's crazy, man.
You know?
That's crazy.
She knew feet intimately.
I think these doctors, man, I think
each one's a pervert, you think?
They're to
I
cover.
think the Wizards with Guns have a sketch like that where
To
everyone's
cover.
bidding to have like a different specialty.
Oh, yeah. I
It's-
remember that
yeah.
Wizards with Guns sketch, you guys. Congratulations, Wizards with Guns, for hitting
200K.
200K subscribers.
Clap, clap.
We love you guys.
We
you
do.
earned it. You are so consistent. You throw so much money into these sketches.
You're laying
you're
it
gonna
on
make
thick
it
right now,
big.
man. It sounds
You're
sarcastic.
going to make it big. No, I'm getting to a point here.
Okay.
That is a good shout out right there. That is how you shout out someone else's channel.
Dude, that sounded like the fakest thing I've ever heard.
Well,
that was a shit shout out.
It was fake
That was
because I'm
terrible.
getting into something that happened to me.
Okay.
I don't care about the Wizards with Guns.
That's what I thought.
Listen.
Stop fucking jerking your own dick. That sucks.
Listen. I got shouted out the other day.
By who?
Just a little couple guys named Nuxtaku and
Alright.
Mudahar.
I know the second
And
one because of you, but that's it.
Oompaville.
I know him, obviously.
Don't tell me you don't know who Mudahar is.
I said I know him because of you.
He's a-
I don't know the first
If you
guy.
didn't know who he was before me, you're fucked up.
I
He's
didn't
an
know who he was
internet
before
legend.
you.
Mudahar and Nuxtaku, who's a VTuber. They mentioned me on their podcast.
Okay.
Okay, I was on the podcast, like
Some
a
ordinary
year ago.
podcast.
Some ordinary podcast. They mentioned me like 45 minutes into the episode. Guys, podcasters, hello! If you're gonna shout me out, do it in the first 5 minutes,
Yeah.
please.
Drop a link, too.
Don't drop a link. Put a link. Put the clip on the fucking screen.
Yeah. What did
Don't-
they say?
Let me pull it up, man. And I want you to judge this, okay? Because this
All
is
right,
some
all right,
bullshit.
All right.
It's some bullshit that you get the opportunity to say my name for the chance that you have to have the image of me in your head and for it to come out of your mouth. Nokeric. Oh, it needs to be respected, and there needs to be some showmanship with it, you know? And Caleb, what's going on, buddy? Where's the money?
I don't. Yeah. I mean,
Listen, you know what? I get the shout out.
Right.
Get the shout out, if you could even call it that.
yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm getting all these comments. They talked about you on Some Ordinary podcast. I got like 200 subs.
Wow.
Could have been thousands. These minions, these idiots watching their show.
I mean, Caleb's got like 5 million subs, doesn't he?
200 people from this reference looked me up. You guys could get anything. You didn't sell it. You got to cut this part out. It's going to take me a minute to find it.
Okay, that's fine. I'll see if I can entertain people. I can't. I'm distracted by this.
Yeah, just wait.
Yeah. Nobody fucking timestamped it for you? Jesus.
Nobody time-stamped it for me, first of all, so that's why it took me this long to find this shit.
You found it?
And it's 34 minutes in.
Caleb's never mentioned me on that podcast.
They get this guy Nexpo on the podcast. I don't even know who that is.
I've heard of him.
Nexpo. He doesn't even talk.
Oh,
The
really?
whole episode, he sits there in silence.
Wow.
Everybody's trying to chime in. Get me back on your show to save it. Get me on there tomorrow.
Okay.
That's gonna
let's
happen.
see.
Policy strike. All right.
That's the fear.
That's like when some people play so fast and loose, we had a guest on this show, and I love this guest a lot. We should get him on again. Nokeric. You guys know who Nokeric is?
Sure, yeah,
No.
of
Of
course.
course I know who that is.
So of course, Caleb, you know who Nokeric. Okay, so Nokeric, Ryan, you should look him up. Nokeric. He's like Filthy Frank on crack cocaine. Right?
Oh,
This
God.
man is insane.
Oh,
Some of the actually, you know what? I'm gonna put on one of his videos.
That's very
I'm gonna share
nice.
one
he's gonna put one on.
He's basically Filthy Frank if Filthy Frank had like film, like a film skill set.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Caleb.
he's
Wow,
a
man, he's
filmmaker.
complimenting your
like, some of his
filmmaking.
videos,
That's
I crashed the bang bus.
that's so
One of my
nice.
favorite
Filthy
recent
Frank,
one
some of
is
his later
Grease
stuff
Trap.
is shot pretty well.
Grease Trap is an interesting video.
They're all
There's one
incredible.
where
No,
he
it's
does,
Grease
not.
Trap is killer.
there's one, all of them actually. Yeah, there's one where he does a home and garden television show where he reviews bathrooms in his local area.
Oh,
And
okay. I was
it
like, what are you
actually
talking
the one
about?
video where like I physically like recoiled, like I had those like I watched a snuff video, so I'm throwing up right now vibes because he gets fucking raunchy.
God
So
damn.
Do you?
he's-
What did you do in
he's
that
the
video?
One guy that I'm saying he's like a fucking Jedi.
Ate
Dude.
a
He's like,
cookie
you
off
could
the
make a
toilet.
Star Wars movie
That
out
was-
of this
well, that
dude's
was fake.
YouTube editing game.
Don't say that.
Because he fucking dodges those guidelines like no tomorrow. There are times where I'm like looking at it, I'm like, if he gets a strike and he ever comes to me, it's like, Muda, can you help me out? I'm like, dude, I know your channel. I know it. I think you might have been deserving of this.
You're
one
gonna
this
come to
time."
Muda with your complaints, man.
Yeah, he's a fun guy.
Muda,
He's an
please,
interesting fella.
please,
There's
Muda.
wild stuff.
I really the
Did
VTuber
you
thing.
see
It's
the,
so
the
weird to
Scooby-Doo,
me. I can't get over it.
It's
Five Nights
almost
at
there,
Freddy's
man. You know,
animation drama thing going on. Did you see that?
They're
What?
done, I think.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
The VTuber thing's right
Did he-
around the corner,
he-
man.
did
It's
he
gonna be
not
cool
pull
as
up
shit.
a
soon.
fucking
He
video?
didn't pull it up.
Okay.
Where's the? You said you were gonna pull it up.
Well, here's what I'll say.
Now, Caleb,
Caleb barely said a word.
what? You know,
He's supposed to have
Muda
our
goes.
backs.
Muda goes. You know, oh, our guest. Nokeric, you know Nokeric? Of course I do. Because Caleb introduced me to them.
Right.
That's when Caleb has to go right there. This is what, because he's talking. They're talking about me, man. Me. Okay? Caleb.
Yeah.
Caleb is Nokeric, he's my favorite. I love him. Everybody should subscribe to Nokeric. He's the most genius filmmaker I've ever seen. Don't compare me to Filthy Frank.
I think that's a good comparison. Or not. I don't think it's accurate, but I think it's nice. I think the sentiment is nice. I was thinking about Filthy Frank the other day. It's tough to find things that hold up, but I like literally used to idolize the guy, so it's weird.
Because it's so bad.
Yeah, I know, but I think what looking back, what I must have really liked about it was like the energy of it, right?
Uh-huh.
Like the energy of the channel, the vibe. It was different from everything else that was on YouTube to that point. But now I'm like, God, those videos fucking suck.
The energy, the amateur home, it's made at
Campiness.
home.
Yeah, totally.
It's in Japan, so it looks crazy. His friends are cool. They're sexy, man. They're doing nasty shit. It's nice to hear that, Mutahar, he held interest enough to watch all the way back to that video. The video with the toilets.
Oh, how to piss in that one's on like a 2-year-old.
Yeah, 2 years, so that's nice at least. But,
Yeah.
I think what should have happened, they should have stopped the whole show.
Watched
Okay.
a Nokeric live reaction.
They should have done a Nokeric live reaction, and they should have done it in the first
and hey,
5
man,
minutes.
I'm in both of those videos they mentioned. Where's my fucking shout out? What's going
I
on here?
appreciate Mutahar going.
I filmed both of those videos.
He spelled it out, which is more than I could ask for.
Yeah.
That's where he really. That's where I could say you did a good job.
You were gonna say this was a bad shout out.
I see.
Mutahar's shout out of you right there was 20 times better than your fucking Wizards with Guns bullshit that you just gave. That we gave 34 minutes into our fucking podcast. You psycho. Mutahar's was genuine.
Hey, psycho! You throwing around words like that?
All I'm saying is
genuine?
you're
he
coming
couldn't-
for
he could
you're
barely-
coming for Mutahar when he put on for you way better than you just put on for the Wizards.
I disagree.
I don't.
I said
I'd put them up side by side.
Well,
I wouldn't subscribe to the Wizards after your shout out, but I'd check you out after someone saying you're filthy Frank, but with filmmaking techniques.
I admitted that my Wizards with Guns shout out wasn't that good.
It was garbage.
It was just a little parody to set up this story that I'm breaking right now to you.
Sure.
So, if I were to sit down, when I get 100,000 subs, man, my shout-out video is going to be 3 hours long. I'm going to tell everybody to describe Oliver Obbs, Wizards with Guns.
I'm very glad
man.
that you've come around on Oliver's channel.
Dude,
it took me a while to get you.
What? I always liked this channel.
You talked so much shit about Oliver back in the day, you
What
bitch.
shit? What shit? I didn't talk bad about Oliver.
Yeah, you did.
No,
I won't even bring it up on this podcast.
Recall a time.
Dude, when we didn't go to Chicago because they had fucking COVID, you sent me a string of texts saying oh man, if I'd gotten fucking COVID from Oliver's disgusting ass, I would have been so fucking mad.
Oliver's
and you sent me a fucking literally a wall of text.
Listen, man.
About how gross Oliver was, and I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
This isn't from me observing Oliver as a YouTuber. It's from him and his friends sending me pictures of their penises and their shit. Okay,
I know.
Their shit in toilets.
Have you gotten a dick pic from any of them?
From his friend Ron or whatever the hell.
That's crazy.
He put his penis through a pizza.
What are you doing?
He had a Jack's pizza.
Didn't you show me that?
Yeah, I talked about it on here.
Yeah.
So that was when I'm going, yeah, you know what? Oliver's sending me pictures of his shit.
Yeah.
If I drove 6 hours to hang out with the guy and got sick, I would have been pissed. Yes.
Okay. All right.
I always liked his content. How could I not? It's so
It's great.
It completely in the same vein.
It's incredible.
It's better. It's more convincing of a character than I could achieve. I saw that from the beginning. I never
hesitantly agree with you there. Yeah, he's great. He's so good. I just wish he would put more stuff out, make more videos. He
puts out a video a day.
We've talked about this. He deleted his second channel.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyways, just
go subscribe
look up the
to
Taco Bell
Oliver
Obbs video.
Anyhow, watch any of his Q&As are good too. The one where he has nails that are 5 feet long. That one's great. He lights his nails on fire. He
was telling me about how the way he wipes his ass with fingernails that long.
Oh, how?
He has to he has to hold his hand like this and bunch the toilet paper up right here between his pointer finger and his thumb. And then go
oh my God,
to wipe his
dude.
ass. And he would get shit on his fucking hand all the time.
Oh God.
He committed to that so hard. It's amazing.
It's such an insane thing to do.
And he really, I can't wait till the podcast I did with him comes out. Because,
I'm excited.
Because we really got into he got off on everybody being disgusted by him. He literally stopped showering.
Oh my God.
He did this persona
because I feel
public.
like you'd have to. Because the thing is, he's so weirdly committed.
Yeah.
That it has to be just beyond YouTube because the YouTube doesn't give him enough. I mean, he's only got 1,000 subscribers. It's got to be some real life validation too. So that does make sense.
He says that the fingernails weren't even the most disgusting part. It was the smell.
Oh, I bet. He looks like he stank. I mean, yeah.
So that's Oliver. So if you guys want to see the next greatest, this is a real filthy Frank comparison.
I would
agree.
Except
actually funny.
Yeah.
So go check out Oliver Obbs. Now, what do you think about that shout out, man?
That was good.
That was a good shout out.
That was genuine.
Just to prove, no, it wasn't genuine.
Okay.
I don't give a shit about Oliver.
I do.
But I wanted to show you just now I can give a good shout out.
I believe you.
So that gives me the
but
right
you were
to
saying,
criticize.
Mudahar, I agree, but I'm just saying the example good shout out you gave from before, we just know it sucked ass. Okay, anyways, another great video that I was watching today, another person who doesn't have that many subscribers. You watched Skunk Paste's latest video?
No.
Okay, he's in Toronto, and it's just called Toronto Quest, and it's him live streaming, and the live stream chat will give him things to do, and so he's just going around doing stuff, and it's very funny. Go watch Toronto Quest by Skunk Paste.
Skunk Paste is another good one.
Yeah. Shit. I don't mean for this to become the fucking shout out cast, but
Whatever.
Those were just two people I was thinking about.
So yeah, if you have a podcast, you could have me on it. You know, I'll take a day off. I'll come on the show. If you're gonna do a shout out of me, do it in the first 5 minutes, minute and a half.
Well, also spelling out the name is nice, but then the kids have to look it up. What you should do, just drop a @Nokeric in the description. Drop something, some kind of link in the description, because then they can click from that same screen. Yep. All right, I get it. You guys want to just fill the description with like probably all your fucking merch, but you guys make enough money, don't you? We make none. Okay.
Yeah.
Throw us a bone.
Yeah. Come on.
Fuck.
Throw us a bone. You know, I'm out here fucking just looking for a bone.
Where are you taking that, man?
I don't know. How far are we going?
We're at like 56 minutes, but you spent about 3 minutes looking up that clip, so we got 7 minutes to go.
Well, let me think. What else has been going on in my life?
Have you made any progress on this YouTube video?
Yeah, sorta. You know, I cut out all the parts I don't want to use.
Okay.
So I mean, that's something.
Yeah.
You want to see this nice wedding picture? That's my mom and my dad's. I'll even send it so we can put it on the screen.
Wow.
Isn't that nice?
Dude, your dad looks great.
Yeah, doesn't he?
Yeah. That's a great suit.
I know, all white.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
So yeah, you guys, you could just take a look at my handsome dad and my beautiful mom.
Wow, that's awesome.
And you know, you could see the resemblance completely. I'm just a combo of these guys.
Yeah, you really are.
Let's see.
The only time, well, I guess right now you kind of have your goatee thing going on.
Yeah.
But that's really when it starts to look uncannily like your dad.
And that, you know, some part of me is like, I don't like men with tomato red lips and wiry blonde mustaches. For some reason, it looks like 2 slices of tomatoes like hidden behind a bush.
Yeah.
There's one guy that works on Minecraft. His name is Jeb. You know Jeb?
I don't.
Look up Jeb. Jeb, you guys. Jeb. Not Heb.
I told my girlfriend she looked like her mom because she does.
Looked like my mom?
No, her mom, you fucking idiot. Because she does, and she did not like that one
You
bit.
look like Eric's mom.
That would be insane.
Come on. I need a picture that's more than 200 pixels.
Oh, you know what I was looking up yesterday? Dude, you know, there's people who, like, put oil into their muscles to, like,
awesome.
Blow them the fuck up.
Yeah.
How crazy is that? Like, look at this guy.
Yeah, that's
oil.
super sweet, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Here's Jeb, man, with his fucking tomato lips and his fucking mustache.
I know what you mean. Yeah, that kind of guy I'm not a big fan of
I
either.
can't do that.
They frighten me a little.
I don't like my facial hair. I don't like my actual hair.
You don't look like that at all. I think part of that is being super skinny.
Oh, well, I'm trying to get there. You know, I decided, you guys, editing this footage from this video I got, I need a haircut really bad, and as soon as possible. And I just don't know, you know, write a comment. This is coming out tomorrow. Monday, I'll get a haircut. So Sunday, link a picture of
a hairstyle
of a guy, you know, Edward Cullen or something, some
pompadour.
Sexy guy that you think I should cut my hair like, and I'll do it. You know, fuck it.
Well, I will say, you know, you're in this sort of uncanny valley of like, there's a period between having short hair that looks fine and having long hair that looks fine.
Yeah.
You're right in the not fine part.
Yeah, man.
And it takes a while to get to the fine part. But also, you've told me that, you know, you don't want to be a fat guy with long hair.
Yeah.
Because then you start to look like Aaron Hansen.
Well, I am
not
a fat guy
look.
with long hair. That's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, any fat... Listen, you guys, viewers, if you're fat, make sure you don't have long hair. Because if you do, you know, the waves, man.
Who are you to tell these viewers that they're fat, man?
I'm not telling them. I'm asking.
Okay.
And you know in your heart, you know, I can't tell someone they're fat, but I'm just asking. I'm saying.
You're saying these people know it deep down?
If you know deep down that you're fat
Have
and
you always
ugly,
known deep down that you were fat?
Dude, yeah.
Like, even when you were thin, did you kind of feel fat?
When I was 7 years old and skinny, did I know?
No. I mean, like, when you got skinny and got fat again.
Listen, man.
When you were fat, got skinny, and got fat.
Listen.
When that interim period when you were thin, did you feel like a fat soul in a thin body?
Fat people will always be fat, man. They're always big, chunky plumpers, man. You look at Tumad. I told you. I talk about this guy all the time. because he is fucked up looking.
What's he doing now?
He's losing his mind.
Okay.
He's just, I don't know, being a pedophile or something. I don't,
Really? Okay.
Like he's tweeting
well, that
some
sucks.
shit. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
That's all he's doing, tweeting. But he's a fat guy that lost a bunch of weight, and he's just still a fat guy. And it's it's worse than being fully fat.
Yeah.
It's worse somehow. So I don't know.
The moral of the story is stay fat.
And also the thing is, between my last video and the video what we just shot, the sight of me after losing literally just probably 20 pounds, 30 pounds, it's so drastic that I know that's all anybody's going to see. They're going to pull that up. They're going to be like, what the fuck happened to this guy?
Dude, when you got back from Canada, it was crazy.
Yeah, was it? Yeah, man.
I remember seeing you, and I forget what you were wearing, but I was just like, damn. You do look fucking... those 30 pounds really make a huge difference.
Oh, it's crazy.
Because I bet they go like right to your face and gut.
Dude, a pound of fat is like the size of a hamburger on your body.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's a pound of meat. Or no, I mean, whatever. Anyways.
So, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, so it's like I have to do some video now where I'm like anorexic or like throwing up or binging or there's got to be some diet
Some arc.
plan, you know,
Yeah.
some arc.
All right.
I need a big African belly.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I said that I'll be posting a Patreon update soon to talk about why I haven't posted, and then I forgot to do it.
What is the reason?
I think it was more than a reason. I was going to, like, show what I'm working on.
Oh, okay.
You know.
All right, sure.
But I didn't do that, so... I hope the people listening, they understand what's taking me and nobody feels kind of... Because people aren't supporting me on Patreon for the podcast, obviously. They're supporting me for my videos.
Right.
So when I don't post one in 2 months and I'm cashing out on that Patreon money because I need it, and I'm not posting videos, I just feel guilty. So,
No, I get it.
you know.
Okay, if this one does end up going public, hey guys, I put out a video about my cat like a week ago. I don't remember. It did not get a lot of views. Go watch it. Link is in the description probably. Anything you want to plug before we hop out of here?
Oh, yeah, I'd post a video of mine on Reddit or something.
Yeah. See ya.
See you guys.